Welcome back, everyone! In this video, we're discussing a shocking situation involving Taylor Swift and Prince Harry. Recently, it's come to light that Taylor Swift received police protection in London, the kind of security typically reserved for royals and politicians. But here's the real question. Why is Taylor Swift getting this level of protection, while Prince Harry, who faces well-documented threats, can't seem to secure the same? This raises some serious concerns, especially when we remember the danger that Harry, Meghan, and their children face. Dr. Shola Mosh-Shogbamimu weighed in, saying, "If Taylor Swift can get police protection because of terror threats, so should Prince Harry." And she's absolutely right. Let's unpack what's happening here. Let's start with the facts. Taylor Swift, an American pop superstar, was performing in London as part of her Eras tour this summer, and according to reports, she was granted top-tier security, what some are calling VVIP protection. This level of security is usually reserved for royalty or high-profile politicians. Yet Taylor Swift, who doesn't even live in the UK, received this protection without any issues. What's even more surprising is that this wasn't just a routine decision. According to The Sun, Swift and her team reportedly threatened to cancel her shows if she didn't receive a police escort. Politicians, including Home Secretary Yvette Cooper and London Mayor Sadiq Khan, intervened to ensure she got the security detail she wanted. So, why is this a big deal? Because we know that Prince Harry has faced constant threats, cannot get the same level of security, even when he's offered to pay for it himself. This has been a long-standing legal battle between Harry and the UK government. The British government's legal team has argued in court that police can't act as private bodyguards for the wealthy, but apparently they can for Taylor Swift. This is where things start to feel incredibly unjust. The same system that refuses to grant Prince Harry, Meghan, and their children the protection they need, especially in light of numerous threats from extremist groups, is bending over backward to provide security for a pop star. Prince Harry has made it clear that he's not just any celebrity. He inherited a security risk at birth. In recent years, his family has been subjected to death threats, neo-Nazi plots, and extremist attacks. Harry's legal team has always maintained that while his role within the royal family may have changed, the threat to him and his family has not. Yet, when it comes to securing police protection in the UK, Harry's requests have been repeatedly denied. Why? The British government has argued that he's no longer a working royal and therefore doesn't warrant taxpayer-funded protection. But here's the kicker. Harry has offered to pay for his own security. Still, they won't allow it. Let's not forget that this isn't just about Harry, it's also about Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet. Prince Harry has spoken out about the very real dangers his family faces, especially when they're in the UK. He's been clear that this is one of the main reasons he doesn't feel safe bringing Meghan or the kids back to the UK. He told ITV in a documentary that all it takes is one lone actor, whether it's a knife or acid, whatever it is. These are things that are of genuine concern for me. When Harry speaks about his fears, it's not paranoia. It's a reality born from the relentless attacks on him and Meghan in the media, and the extremist threats that follow.
You were in charge of royal protection. How would you characterise the threats that Meghan and Harry received?
Well, disgusting and very real. I've talked publicly for many years about the threat of extreme right-wing terrorism in this country. I've often been misquoted as taking my eye off the ball, as though I think that that was the biggest threat. I've never called it the biggest threat, but it was the fastest growing. And my wonderful friend and counterpart at MI5 will tell you exactly the same thing, that when I started in CT in 2015...
Counterterrorism,
it was about 6% of our total workload. Certainly when I left 15, 16 months ago, it was over 20% of our workload.
But there were many serious, credible threats against Meghan, were there, emanating from the far right in this country?
Absolutely. If you'd seen the stuff that was written and you were receiving it, the kind of rhetoric that's online, if you don't know what I know, you would feel under threat all of the time.
So you were convinced that there was a genuine threat to Meghan's life on on more than one occasion, on several occasions?
We had teams investigating it. People have been prosecuted for those threats.
The fact that his security concerns aren't being taken seriously by the UK government should worry all of us. This situation feels eerily similar to what happened with Princess Diana. Many of us remember the tragic circumstances surrounding her death, which came after she was stripped of her royal protection. The lack of security left her vulnerable, and we all know how that story ended. Now, Harry is faced with a similar scenario. Despite the well-documented threats against him and his family, he's being denied the protection he needs, just like his mother before him. It's clear that there are forces at play here that don't want Harry, Meghan, or their children to be safe. And now, more than ever, we understand why Prince Harry is so determined to keep his family off UK soil. It's not just about comfort or defying royal norms, it's about survival. Dr. Shola Moss-Shogbamimu hit the nail on the head when she tweeted, "If Taylor Swift can get police protection because of terror threats, so should Prince Harry." The fact that Swift, an international pop star, can get this treatment, but Harry, a British royal by blood, cannot, is a glaring double standard. And the fact that Harry's been fighting this legal battle for years just makes it worse. What's especially troubling is that this isn't a matter of cost. Harry is willing to pay for his security. This isn't about the logistics of policing, it's about something deeper. Someone, somewhere, is blocking Harry from getting the protection he deserves. And we have to ask, why? There's been a lot of speculation about whether this lack of security is being driven by the royal family itself, specifically King Charles and Prince William. Could they intervene and ensure that Harry gets the protection he needs? Absolutely. And yet, they haven't. We've seen time and time again how the royal family can make things happen when they want to. If they truly wanted Harry and Meghan to be safe, they could make it happen. But the fact that they haven't speaks volumes. It's clear that the relationship between Harry and the rest of the royal family is strained. But to deny him the security his family needs, security they would be happy to pay for, feels like a deliberate choice. Meanwhile, the fact that Taylor Swift could call a politician and get security organised almost immediately just highlights how broken this system is. Taylor Swift, while deserving of protection, should not be able to secure VVIP treatment more easily than a prince who has faced ongoing threats for years. It raises the question, if Swift can get this level of security, why can't Harry? And the answer is both simple and unsettling. It's because they don't want Harry and Meghan to be safe. So, where does this leave Harry, Meghan, and their children? They've built a life in California, far from the UK, because that's where they feel safest. But it shouldn't be this way. A British prince and his family should feel secure visiting their home country, especially when they're more than willing to pay for the protection they need. At the end of the day, this situation exposes a deeper issue within the UK's handling of royal security and, more specifically, how Harry and Meghan have been treated. It's time for the UK government and the royal family to step up and ensure that Harry's family is protected before it's too late. Prince Harry has been vocal about his fears for his family's safety. It's up to us to continue to advocate for their protection. The system may be stacked against them, but together we can raise awareness and ensure that the world knows what's really happening here. Thank you all for watching. If you believe that Harry and Meghan deserve the protection they need, make sure to share this video, leave a comment, and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on Harry, Meghan, and their ongoing journey for justice. Stay safe and see you next time.